Good morning. It is Thursday. It is Holy Week. It is the 17th of April. Our Lenten reading is Luke 22:39 to 71, and our Holy Week reading is Matthew 26, and I'm going to be reading verses 17 through 19. Now, on the first day of the feast of the Unleavened Bread, the disciples came to Jesus and said, "Where do you want us to prepare for you to eat the Passover?" He said, "Go into the city to a certain man and tell him, 'The teacher says, my time is near. I will observe the Passover with my disciples in your house.'" So the disciples did as Jesus instructed them, and they prepared the Passover. Now, I've been talking about the Passover already this week, but I want to say a couple of things here. One, the disciples didn't really understand the implications of all of this, and they certainly didn't understand that when they were taking that last Passover meal, they were going to shortly see the fulfillment of everything it pointed to. They didn't realize that they would all betray him. Judas and Peter in a way more than the others, but Judas did not repent. Peter did. The disciples ran away and went into hiding. Only John was actually inside at the trial. But the point is, there's one other truth that we need to remember about Passover, this Last Supper, and that is that Jesus' teachings here, later expanded on by Paul, become the communion service. It's out of the Passover celebration that we draw communion, which is to also recognize and celebrate what Christ did on the cross for us. And so one flowed into the other. And I'm not sure when he says the next time he'll eat it with them will be in his Father's house. Does that mean we're all going to celebrate the Passover, or that it's going to be communion? It doesn't matter. They all are pointing to the same thing. But consider when in your church on a communion Sunday, that what you're celebrating is what Jesus himself took out of that thing that God gave them all the way back when he brought us out of Egypt. And right then he was drawing them another picture of the work of the Messiah. So we have a lot to look at, to learn from, to meditate on, as tomorrow we look towards Jesus' trial and his crucifixion. And so I'll see you tomorrow.